Yo, fam, guys, I just had the most hilarious situation. Kali, those of you guys old school, you know Kali. If not, it's Chocolate Twist Yoga. She was doing a live starting now, and she opened up her program, and the live button was missing. So we're rebooting and restarting, rebooting, restarting, and then I was like, just for S and G's, where are you streaming to? And she said, "Oh, I'm streaming to LinkedIn." And so we checked in the destination section inside Ecamm, and then of course the LinkedIn had guess did an update or whatever. Their authorization had timed out, so she had to log back in. So if you ever get on a situation where you're ready to go and the stream button is missing, that's what it is. Every once in a while, these guys, the authorization to your computer will go away, or they did some sort of security update on their login practices, in which case you have to start all over again. So yes, just by the way, by the by, I guess why do people say by the by? What the heck does that mean? Anyway, by the way, if that ever happens for you, just understand, check to make sure that you're still logged into the platform that you said you was logged into, because that's just crazy. Hey Andy, speaking of which, I'm gonna be on Andy's show today. Oh no, why? Because he changed the date on me. Guess what? Where's the new date, Andy? Damn it! Hold on, let me double check. I got an email this morning. I'm like 5 o'clock in the morning. Andy's moving stuff around. You're not allowed to do that. Dang it. Where it is? Oh, it's gonna be Thursday now. Okay, so I want to be on Thursday, which actually kind of worked out because I had a meeting anyway. Yeah, it's Thursday. We're good. We're good. Oh, you want to reschedule Thursday too? I see Thursday on the calendar now. Anyway, whatever you want, Andy. I got your back, fam. We're good to go. Tell your son to remember to floss. That's the only important one. Yo, Jay, I was just looking at your thing. I don't, I don't need to expose it in the street, but I was just going to text you and say I'm going to pass this one to uh, the other one because being small is a broker slash realtor, so she'll have better input on these ideas. But I think this is a really cool idea. It's a really really cool idea. I like the idea of inserting something that has the realtor business like in it. So I hope that is. Uh, yeah. By the way, it doesn't make sense either. But like, where did buy to buy come from? Yo, oh my, what? Yo, that's painful. Dang, son. What's up, Ref? Good to see you here. Oh, you want to even reschedule Thursday? Okay, whatever, man. Whatever you need. Just remember, in 12 days from now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days from now, I will switch my internal language to Japanese for 2 weeks. Okay? So I'm going to Fukuoka. That's in the southern of Japan. So boom. Man, this is a fantastic question, Raf, and let's dive in. See, Raf came with the Q&A, so I really like this. First of all, Monsignor Raphael, what are you selling? Second of all, if you want, I can kick you the link and you can join on, and then we can talk it through because it might be easier than typing. It's really, really up to you. But anyway, there's a couple of things that I like to do, and let me do this real quick. Boom, boom. Boom, slap, slap, pie. Boom. If you're down, if you want to, you can join. If you want to, you can leave your friends behind. Wait, that's a different song. Anybody remember the safety dance? If you do, your ass is old too. You can dance. You can dance. All right, here we go. Keely said, by the way, in Middle English, aka going beside that topic. Oh, okay. Sister's going back to Japan next year. She lived there for 8 years. Man, I wish I had lived there for 8 years. Anyway, so there we go. Andy remembers the safety dance. So, Raph, let's think about this. First of all, I guess it kind of really matters what you're selling. I mean, I guess it matters and it doesn't, but yeah, tell me what you're selling, or if you want to jump on and let's talk through this. Um, There are a couple different things that come to mind. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but in my head, I don't sound right. What is going on? Why do I not sound right? Do do do. Why does the man not sound right? Then we put that there. Now that sounds better. Wow, that sounds much better. Okay. You should pay attention to what you're doing, and then it makes it sound better. It sounds better, and then now we sound better. Yes, we are making adjustments to the sound. Don't want to sound like a duck. And let me hit one more button, and now my duck sounds better. All right, door kicked in. What's up, Marine X? Okay, let me see. Where's Raf here? Boom, boom, boom. Did he answer me? He don't answer me. What the hang? He asked the question, but he don't answer me. Blood clot lima bean Raphael. All right. Anyway, so let's see. I guess there's a couple different approaches, and one of the most important things you could probably do is start to understand some of the copywriting frameworks. Okay, there's a bunch of good ones out there. Um, I would highly suggest, if you haven't done so, it's a really short read. You could probably cover it in a day, maybe a day and a half. But I've had Ray on my show before, Uncle Ray Edwards. I think Paul can find you a link and we'll pop it in there. Ray Edwards is an amazing copywriter, and basically he has something that's known as the pastor framework. And if you use things like the pastor framework or the AIDA framework, or what's the other one, PAS framework, they really can help you sort of come up with the proper way to line your copy up so that it makes sense to users. These things, I don't want to say are scientifically proven. Some are, some not, but they are definitely anecdotally proven. Okay, so um, in the pastor framework, you state the problem. So since Rafi didn't answer me, I'm going to use Keely because I think I understand her product pretty well. Oh, no, there he goes. I'm about to launch my course. Proud of it, but everything feels sales me. Need to promote it, but I'm used to easily asking for large money from clients, but not from consumers. Okay, well, first of all, let's get this understood that your large money clients and your consumers have the exact same purchasing blocks. Okay? They legit have the exact same purchasing blocks. Why? Because your large money spending clients are exactly people too, right? Now, I just want to take something off the table right away. I need you to re-F your brain because everybody in this chat will lie and say that they do not like ads. Everybody in this chat will fabricate that story that they do not like ads, they do not like being sold, blah, blah, blah. And yet, a whole bunch of melon farmers yesterday went shopping, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before. So, everybody tells that lie because you have been told by society that you're supposed to have a knee jerk reaction to salespeople because salespeople must be trying to. You know what? This is my stream. I'm going off the rails. Sorry, advertisers. I'm swearing today. I'm not even gonna press any buttons. People have been told to lie that the companies are trying to fuck you, and this is not the case. Big Pharma, okay, yes, they're trying to fuck you with no Vaseline. Banking fees, unnecessary junk fees, resort fees, and all of that shit. Yeah, those people are trying to fuck you. No Vaseline, no callbacks, not even a thank you. They just like slip it and dip it. Okay. However, when this one drives me crazy the most, and I'll defend my old company because it's my old company. I get super irritated when people come in and be like, "Oh, Apple's just trying to fuck you. They're just trying to take your money." No, they're not. No, they're not. Do they have a responsibility to try to sell you something? Yes. Why? Because they have to feed damn near 200,000 employees. So do they have to make money? Yes. When I worked there, was it important to me that my company made money? Yes. Why? Because they had to pay me my salary and my health care and my insurance and my 401k and my stock price. The place you work right now sells whatever they sell in order for you to get paid. If you do your own business, you sell whatever you sell in order to make money. If you didn't, your business sucks donkey balls. So stop with the lies. What you really are trying to say is, and I spun this on Twit the other day. I'll spin it again because I worked in a nightclub for damn near 30 years. And I would always get some girls come to the DJ booth and be like, "Hey man, this Andy dude over here is bothering me. Can you kick him out?" And I'd be like, "All right, I'll pay attention." And then when I look, he's not really doing nothing. He just minding his business. He might have gone up and asked her to dance, and she might have been like, no, or their little crew or whatever. But then Marine X slide in right after. They'd be like, "Hey, ma, you want a Corona? Can I get you something?" And they'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you a Marine? Wow!" And then they all about it. And then they come to the DJ booth talking about, "Can I play those one song so they could do the twerk freak move, whatever?" And it's like you weren't mad at the dude that was hitting you. You was mad at the dude that was hitting on you didn't look like Marine X. You was mad that the dude that was hitting on you wasn't cute. So don't tell the lie that you don't like ads. You don't like ads that's trying to sell you something that you don't want to buy. That's it. Let the honest to God answer. If the person hitting on you is hot, it's not hitting on you. It's flirty. If the person that's hitting on you is ugly, then it's irritating and I can't stand all these people hitting on me. And dudes do the same shit. So it's not just girls. I'm not gonna make this mistake. Dudes do the exact same stuff. Okay? I do the same thing. I'm super anti-funnel. I hate the word. The word is problematic, but it turns out it's the right word. I used to kick and scream about how much I hate the word funnels. Funnels sound painful and whatever, but unfortunately that is the buying process. That is how it works. You know what I'm saying? Uh they're the same exact thing. Legit the same exact thing. I can tell you right now, if you look around your room and you're really honest with yourself, there's not a lot of stuff in your visual perspective that you purchase that you didn't run into an ad or a commercial. They're the same thing. You can pick the words, you can call them whatever the hell you want to call them, but they're the exact same thing. Marketing helps people solve problems. That's what marketing really is. It's not about sales copy, it's not about ad copy, it's not about anything. Marketing helps people solve problems. So, let's I don't know if I can do this quickly, but I'll try to do this. I don't know how good my typing is, but we're going to do this live. I'm going to type this out. We're going to cover one of my favorite frameworks is the Pastor frameworks. Yeah, because this helps. This really does help. Okay. Problem, amplify. Let's see. Let's do solution. You can also do this. I'm almost there, people. I'm almost there. I can't type, so this takes longer than it should. Okay. There's the O. And then the last one. Okay. So, I hope I did this right. I hope Uncle Ray is not watching. Sometimes he sneak watches and then he will be like, "Boy, I taught you better than that. What's wrong with you?" So I hope I'm doing Uncle Ray justice with this one. But yeah, this is basically. See, I get in here, then I start designing stuff. Stop designing stuff, Doc. Just leave it alone. All right. So the way this works is you want to state the problem, and then you want to amplify the problem, and then you want to describe how you can solve the problem. Then you're going to demonstrate how dope you are with some credentials, like people that you've helped out, people that you've saved them sometimes or whatever. And then you're going to describe your specific offerings, and then you're going to respond to it. Okay. So let's go and let's see if I can pop Chad for a second. That's Notion, dude. Where the heck is browser? There's browser. All right, so let's pop Chad for a second. And I'm going to ask a dumb question with not a lot of background to see how good it is. Okay. Act as a copywriter. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just say Final Cut Pro, but you can change it to whatever you want. Okay, man, listen. Okay, so I said act as a copywriter with expertise in copywriting frameworks. Write me sales copy for a Final Cut Pro training course using the Pastor framework. I'm gonna just leave it that simple, just to give you an idea of how to break this down. You can always tweak upon this. Okay. Yeah, ad funnels work. People don't like it, but it 100% works. And people lie though, Strick. I want to tell you, people be lying about their framework because you have recently funneled through something, whether you know it or not, right? I'm gonna um I'm gonna tell you how this works. I'm gonna pick one that I'm gonna do past the framework real simple. All right. Somebody did this today, or you're going to do it today, and you should stop it, but I'm not gonna be all in your business. You're driving down the Ave, okay? And the problem is, you starving like Marvin for a Cool J song, okay? While you're driving down the Ave, you're seeing signs for a bunch of different restaurants. And what is that doing? That is amplifying, based off of your mental abilities, that is amplifying the fact that you're hungry, okay? Then you are starting to smell what is the only like olfactory attack known as French fries. Damn, you smell that? Them is French fries. So you pull into the Golden Arches. Arnold Schwarzenegger for the whipping. You're like, yeah, can I get a number 7 and supersize it? I don't know what that is. I haven't been to McDonald's in 20 some years. Well, actually, I'd lie. I went during camp for the first time in 20 years and it was cute, but not a fan. Anyway, um, whatever the heck a number seven is. I know that India orders that from Chick-fil-A. Medium number seven with a Diet Coke. She always did that on the phone when I talked to her. So there's your solution. Now you pull over, you stuff a few fries in the face, take a couple hits off of whatever carbonated death drink that you're on, and then you're basically transformed. So the response is you're good to go. The offer was they had a drive-through so you can get what you want, and then you got what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So like literally, or if you want to make it shorter, you can do the PAS framework, which is problem, agitate, solution. Super simple, right? There's also the oh my god, now my brain is going to forget what the heck it's called. AIDA framework. I completely forgot the words for it, but let me pull it up. Just ask Chad. Chad can do it real quick. I completely forgot what the heck the words are. I know how to use it, but I forgot what the words are. Oh yeah, attention, interest, desire, and action. There we go. All right. So let's cover the initial Final Cut thing. So the problem, you're struggling to bring your video. Now you don't have to be this verbose with it. You can break this down into single sentences, and if you listen to an ad today, pick one. They cover this. Every single ad covers this framework or one of these frameworks, and a lot of times you'll see different ads for the same product written in different styles. Anyway, are you struggling to bring your video editing visions to life? Do you have complicated editing software interfaces that have you feeling overwhelmed and stuck? You're not alone. Many aspiring video editors face these challenges, hindering their creative process. Amplify. Imagine the missed opportunity and stories untold because of the gap between your creative ideas and your technical skills. Without mastering a tool like Final Cut Pro, your ability to produce professional content, engaging content remains out of reach. Meet George. I'm changing it. Meet George, a frustrated amateur videographer. Like you, George wrestled with the complex editing tools until he discovered our Final Cut Pro training course. This comprehensive course transformed George's editing skills, allowing him to craft compelling narratives effortlessly. Now you too can follow in George's footsteps. After completing the course, George has gained attention for their professional quality and storytelling. He's not just editing videos; he's telling stories that resonate. Of course, our course has already helped hundreds of creatives like you, turning their editing woes and showcasing their talent. Enroll in our Final Cut Pro course today. Our expert-led modules offer everything from basic techniques. Plus, you get to access exclusive resources, ongoing support, and a vibrant community of fellow creatives. Don't let technical barriers stifle your creativity. Take the first step towards mastering Final Cut Pro, telling your story the way it deserves to be told. Sign up and transform your video editing skills. Boom. That is a perfect ad copy. Now, you can get in here and adjust it. You can make it smaller. You can go in here and tweak this, but like that works. Please do not tell yourself that you don't know how to write ads. Number one, Chad can write it for you, and then you can bless it with your own little sauce. But number two, that's good. If I got that in an email, I'm interested in your course. I have seen far shittier copy in emails asking me to sign up for some shit lots of times. So let's take the same thing. So you got the attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay. Please write a cute man, I can't not function today. I didn't have my caffeine yet, so sorry. All right, this guy. What the heck is a Final Cut Pro? Hey, girl. Oh, I'm going to give it some constraints so I can show you this in a second, too. Anyway, so I'm so glad Raph asked this question because I think it's super important. Hey, Roberto, welcome to the party. I'm so glad that you're here. And then, if you're friends with Vicky, I am absolutely sorry. Nice. See, Raph knows what we're talking about. What's up, Tom? Um, Thank you, Raph. I appreciate it. Right? Same with me. I'm not McDonald's. I'm not their customer base. I'm not their customer base. But it's really funny, fam. Like, many people say that they don't like ads, but they're lying. Like you do. You just like the ones that get you to do. It's like I'm your mental chiropractor, Paul. You just like the ads that let you solve a problem, right? Okay, so here's my thing. When I'm coaching you guys in content creation, right, I'm always saying you need to solve for two things. Your audience is looking to you for vitamins or painkillers. Vitamins or painkillers. Vitamins or painkillers. Okay? So if I was to pick on my homeboy Dylan Bates, the Final Cut Bro, he's teaching you how to use a thing, right? A vitamin would be like something that you can use to level your skills up, right? Like here are 3, 4, 5, 6 shortcuts that you can use to speed up your editing process 30%. These shortcuts, the range key, by the way, hit R, range, delete. You can use range key, hit R, range, volume down, hit R, range, volume up. Literally knowing the range key is probably going to save you 30% of time in all of Final Cut. If you forgot everything else, remember range key. And do what Matt says and switch Command B or Control B to just B. That's it. Those two things alone speed up your game. Anyway, those are freebies. um, those are painkillers, right? I mean, those are vitamins. They're just teaching you how to grow and be better, right? A painkiller be. Have you ever got the thing where the red marker shows up to let you know that a title is missing or a original file is missing or something like that? Yes, this is a pain in the ass. Let me show you how to make sure that happens less. And if you do run into the problem, here's how you solve for it, right? Super simple video, but those videos get the most clicks. If you look on your video on your channel right now, the video that has the most bite right now is solving a problem for someone, right? Let's do some dirty work here. Go to this and go to Mom, take me another bird to the yard. Go here and then let's go to the top video here. Prime exemplification right here. Top video right now this week, the last 28 days, 13,000 views in the last 28 days is this video. This video, how to move photo library to an external drive, right, is now pushing almost 400,000 folks. You know what I'm saying? And then the line is good, right? The amount of people still watching this joint, 20. I can't get 4,000 work. I can't get 4,000 watch hours. I can't get. Yeah, you can. Make a freaking video that solves a problem. I made a video that solves a problem. Why did I make this video? You want to know why we made this video? Me gonna tell you, I made this video because I got a brand new iMac and I bought the iMac with like a 512 drive. Yeah, something like that. Because I was going to slap on one of these swanky, hyper fast 2 terabiscuit externals that are quick as F, right? So I was just doing it well, super quick. Click. You want to put iCloud photos? Yeah, click, boom. I was just clicking stuff, not paying attention. And then the first day I go to open up something, it's like, sorry, you know my drive space. Why you mean we know what drive space we? And they're like, your drive is full. But me not install nothing yet, we. I just open the thing, I log them in, and all of a sudden me out of space. Because why? I clicked iCloud photo, bring the originals to the computer, which was dumb, right? Which is super stupid. And I was like, yo, I ate all the space on a brand new drive within literally 30 minutes of having a computer. So what you do then? Move it to an external, which I have on all the other machines. I just was rushing. I was doing 2 things at 5 times and whatever. So I was like, you know what? I get this question a lot from friends calling me. How do I clear up this space on my phone? How do I make sure that my phone and my computer be the same? Blah, blah, blah. And I've told this to 100 friends. So I said, this time I'm going to make a video. Actually, the video is bad. I missed about 3 steps, but doesn't matter. It solved the problem for a bunch of people. I still to this day get on average 10 comments a day. Fam, you saved my life. You made my life better. Now, that video is working on September 5, 2020. So that video is 3 years old. But hey, that's what happens when you solve some people for their problems there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about them there. Okay, so let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Action. This fool said action. Oh my God, this is quick. This is a short one. Limited seats available for our next session. Click here to sign up and take the first steps towards mastering Final Cut Pro and revolutionizing your video content. Don't wait. Transform your editing skills now. Look how small that there is, we. Look how tiny them. Right. I don't like the way it does it. It doesn't count words well, so I'm gonna just do this. Come on, Irene. Not Eileen, Irene. All right, let's just paste this in. Boom, count it now. I shouldn't have to press a button to count now. That's bad programming. Anyway, 213 characters. If you can shorten this up to FCP. You don't even have to put the X nowadays, but if you could just do that, I think we're good. 205. So let's pick something else. You don't need to do click. People know what clicks are. So you do. Boom. Sign up. Bam. Okay, look, it's tweetable right there. We made it tweetable. Super simple, right? Super simple. It's completely tweetable. If you told Chad to make it tweetable, Chad can't count. Chad can't count for beans, and B done messed it up. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So damn, I want an apple bourbon chopped salad. That sounds good. That sounds good. And see, now you have a voiceover. There you go. There you go. Super good. Uh yes, dude, absolutely. Can do it. Can help you out. I need that information. I can't stand it when I see those red boxes. Hey, Dylan has that video on his channel. Actually, so does Matthew, and probably so does Raph. I think it's the one thing that most of our Final Cut guys have covered on one of their choices. He's doing it well. Sorry. Uh, James, there's him. All right. We'll cover that. We'll cover that in a second, James. So yes, Raph, the best way to do your sales without sounding salesy is, first of all, get over the fear of thinking that it sounds salesy. Salesy is when it just has that really, really like douchebaggery used car salesman type that. Other than that, people are happy to get ads. I tell you what, I'm curious. Just out of the people in the chat, who recently has bought something because of an Instagram ad? I know that I have. I will tell you point blank right now, I bought something 2 weeks ago from an Instagram ad, and I was actually quite impressed because I actually love it. I actually love it. And I just happened, I don't know who they was listening to, what they were saying, but maybe it's because in the past I have bought inserts for my shoe because of I have plantar fasciitis, and it was taking a long time to go away. The doctor was like, just wear shoes with less flex in it, and when it really, really hurts, you really just got to stretch it out. And if you stretch it out a little bit at a time, it'll go away. And I was like, you know what? So this ad popped up on my thing, and it says, I seen it's really good for plantar fasciitis. And then here's the funny part. Y'all ready for this? On the particular ad I saw, there was, I bet you if I pull up IG, it's still coming up, because one of the things that IG is really bad at, look, yeah, I already bought this shit. Stop showing me the ad. They still showing me the ad. But anyway, yesterday, not yesterday, recently, it came up and it was like, this lady is pregnated, and obviously, when you're pregnant, your feet hurt. I think, I don't know. That's what I've been told. Ooh, what a sale! And because of your feet's hurt, this thing will help you. And so I was like, listen, I'm shaped like a pregnant lady. This is probably going to help me too. So I bought it. And I'm going to show you what I bought. I was just looking to see if they still pop the ad up. But I think I mostly see it when I'm looking at reels. And I swear to you, they run this ad on me all the time. And it's quite irritating because it still keeps coming up, even though I already bought the product. It literally cracks me up to no end. I'm flying through people's stuff to see if the ad comes up. Hey, check this out. Fun fact, if you watch on your computer, the ads don't come up. I didn't know that. Okay, anyway, let me show you what I bought because it's super dumb, but I love it. All right, I bought a Chirp RPM, and this came up because of an Instagram ad. And you know what? My feet, that's $199 at Best Buy, by the way. My feet are happy as hell. And then Baba comes over and Baba goes, "Oh, what this?" And then I showed her, and every time she comes over now, beeline straight for this thing. And so we use it like that. And then when Special K is done with her karate fights, they're doing kumite right now, so they're training for fights. I actually can run this on her hamstrings because you get kicked in the hamstrings a lot while you're doing kumite, and it just works. Like the thing is dope. So first of all, Doc Rock recommendation for the week: $199 at Best Buy. If you have any problem with your legs or your feet or your back or your shoulders or whatever, or you just work out or you just like me fat, get one of these joints because it's amazing. For $199, this thing is amazing. All right, anyway. So just to stop lying about I don't like ads, because single every single person in here has bought something from an ad recently and you like it, right? And a lot of us, okay, here's the next question. Who's ever bought something from ad seen on TV? Not necessarily from the ad, but maybe you went to the store in the mall, but you saw the commercial before you went to the one in the mall. I'm just saying, like, anybody say they did, and they probably lying. All right, I'm not listening to you, Eileen, because you might not think so, but I don't think that's a possibility. Uh, right? I saw the SM7B backplates on Insta. That's good. Yo, Vicky, what is up, man? Listen, sidetrack. Keely's gonna kill me for this. Vicky, tell me that Alejandro Ganacho's kick was not the best thing you've seen in the last like 15, 20 years. And come on. That was historical. The words that came out of my mouth at 6 a.m. on Sunday was pretty impressive. Uh, Boom, half my kitchen is based in YT shorts. Rafi said, yes, I hate myself for it. Okay, so um, yes, I really appreciate this. Thank you. I appreciate it. These are Govee, Govee. I think I have a link for it in my Amazon shop. If not, I'll grab it for you real quick. These are Amazon. Boom. Govee curtain lights. GOVEECURTAINNLIGHTS. Bam. I told you I just have dyslexic fingers. You want the curtain lights. Here we go. You don't need the big pack. I got the single one. There it is. Boom. Um, I don't know when they're going to do it again, but my guess is because they're for Christmas. I got it at 97 pre-Christmas, Sean. First of all, thank you for knowing how to spell your name like a normal human being. I don't know what the fuck a scene is. Who the hell is Scene? I don't even know that cat. Anyway, Sean spells his name like me. So it can be 97 bones. I think it just, the sale will probably go down a little bit after that first or second week of December. I think everybody's hopping in. So Govee smartly put the price back to the regular price. But I scored it at 97, and they can chain up to 4 or 5. So if you got a big ass wall, you can go psycho and like but this looks so good in the house right now. Like this is two stuck together on that particular image. But yeah, they're amazing. And you can put your own logo back there, the whole 9 yards. So boom, appreciate you. All right. So let me get to um, Callahan's question in a second. Where do we go? Thanks, Vic. Thank you. One thing I started to do is promote the course is setting up affiliates. Works for you. Yeah, 100%. Send me a affiliate link. I'll get you. I'll get people in. I'm in there. Um, boom, boom, boom. Let's do this. Let me give Sean the link to this. Govy Lights Christmas LED. Copy. And then highlight. Funny words. Press. Enter. All right. So where did let me cover this real quick because we were talking about this the other day. James is looking not that James. This James. James is looking for a camera. Okay. So if you want indoor outdoors, I think right now one of the dopest things out here is honestly the Osbot Tail Air. You're going to be at like $4.99. If you get the remote, it's a little bit more. But I really enjoy this camera. I think it's good. Would a real ZVE10 be better? Absolutely. Are you going to use it like that? Are you going to take it and do you want a regular frame body? You know what I mean? Like this is great, right? But then you also going to end up buying lenses, which is going to move you over the thing. The kit lens it comes with is cute, but if you're going to be effective, you're going to start to get in lenses. And one thing is, as much as I love these, the one disadvantage is once you get into this habit, don't call me, not my fault. It's a hard one. It's a hard habit to break. All right, we're gonna do yacht rock right now. So I would say if you know you're going to get into filming and video and picture taking and all of that, by all means, go straight to the Sony EV10. Forget everything else I say, right? If you don't think that's like you don't feel like you're going to buy lenses and do all the other stuff, or you don't want to dick with it, you will be limited. But the advantages of going to something like the Osbot Tail Air is one, 4K, slightly bigger than the 1 inch sensor, RTSP, HDMI, USB C, all the availabilities to connect to your computer. SD card slot on the side so you can record directly into it. You can even stream directly from it. So if you decide you wanted to go outside and I don't know, like run an Iditarod with this icon or avatar, you could. You could connect this sucker to a sled and connect up 8 Malamutes, Huskies, whatever, and you're like, all right, gang, we're gonna go from Fairbanks to Juneau on this sled, and I'm gonna stream the whole thing. And you could. That internet probably sucks, but you could. Like it can actually do that. So I can take this with me to say Fukuoka. I can set it up in the middle of the street in Japan, and I can run a live stream directly from there because their internet fast. So for the all-in-one style of it, I think it's really dope content. If I was going to recreate the studio right now, and I was going to buy 3 cameras from scratch, I'd probably buy Osbot Tail Airs and eliminate these 3 Sonys because it's a different price point. And for what they're doing, they're sitting here, right? The Sony ZV-E10 is sitting right there. This one up here is an A7. Wait, let me turn it on. Why my fingers no can reach the button, we? What's wrong with you? Man, come on. I normally can do this with one hand. Not working today. All right. So I will show you then. Like you talk about bonehead. Let me make that prettier. Did it come on? Oh, you stupid menu. Oh, it's on. I just don't have Ecamm set right. He's stupid. He's stupid. There we go. What I was trying to do, this overhead, that is a Sony A7 IV. Why? No reason. Is what's it's there. I didn't feel like taking this one apart. And actually, for the shot, for the wideness, the full frame actually more of a pain in the butt, right? Because then the lens that I need to put on it to make it fit is longer, and so therefore my teleprompter is closer, and yeah, so I ended up going back to the ZVE10. So I mean, literally, to have an A7 IV sitting over there, and then the other third camera A7 IV, right? Like it's stupid. ZVE1, right? Like, so don't start the habit. It's a James Brown situation. Don't start none, won't be none. There you go. That is my suggestion. Let's see. You guys are good today. Thank you, man. Thank you. Can you say it again? All right. Thank you. I understand. I fully understand. I understand, Vicky. But it's true. Uh, ooh. Oh, nine. Oh, see, Best Buy has it on sale. Okay. You know why I love previews? Cat, this is so funny. Okay, so in consolidated theaters, which I believe now has been absorbed by AMC, um, we knew for a fact that the amount of previews and let's all go to the lobby, we knew for a fact that that came out to 12 and a half minutes. So you could still be in the car at 8 o'clock for the 8 o'clock showing and know that you weren't late because you could park the car, get to the Fandango wall, scan the QR code, spit out your tickets, get your popcorn, and slide into the seat right for boom, 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 boom. Vroom. THX. Sorry. Yo, Rap, anytime, fam. You know you can just bug me straight to my phone. Oh, they started doing that mess now. I haven't been to the real deal thing in a minute, so yeah. Sorry. Listen, Vic, you're not allowed to type that crap. You are not allowed to type that crap into my stream. No, I can't stand A10 minis. I hate them with the absolute passion. However, I use one for external streams. In other words, when I go to do an event, like we do Hawaiian cultural events, and I need to set up a bunch of cameras, I like using them then because the partner that's going to edit that stuff, he edits in Premiere, and they write to the drive and basically a ready a they make a project that's ready to edit to Premiere. So ATEMs are good for that. For the Ecamm purposes, I think ATEMs are absolutely dumb and people keep buying them. There's two reasons to buy them. Your computer's slow and it can't process all of this information. But once the M1s came out, M2 and now M3, your machine is fast enough. So ain't no reason to mess with that. I can't go for that. No, no can do. Did you hear that they were breaking up? But they're suing each other. Um, so to me, I just think they're slightly illmatic. And then Ecamm only sees it as one input, okay, which again problematic. So what I use is dun, 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 depending on which ATEM you're looking at, it's more expensive, but not a lot. But it's definitely better. All right. So instead of an ATEM, this is what I use. I have a deck link quad. Go away, Walmart. Oh, wrong place. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Anyway, this allows me 4 HDMIs, and Ecamm sees all 4 as actual cameras. With an ATEM, Ecamm can only see 1 as a camera. All right, and then I got this box to stick it in, right? So you just slap your card in there and you're good to go. And if Andy's still here, if you got SDI cameras, which you don't, James, but if you did, you can get like up to 8 in a single box. So I don't know, 810 minis, they're cute, but not cute at all. So I don't really like them. I don't like the audio side of it. I don't like the Ecamm seeing it as one camera. So a lot of the cool stuff we do with camera overlays. So if I just wanted to pop this here and give you, like a overhead shot, like say I'm talking to you about color balancing, right? I, I can't do that with an ATEM because the ATEM only sees it as one camera, right? And then if I wanted to make another one, here, let's get rid of that and put that right there and bring this down here. Look, we're making live scenes on Doc Show. Then I could grab the overhead camera, boom, hit you with the shotgun. And I could be like, hey, check out the Sony ZV-E1. This is the grown folks camera for Victoria's ZV-1. This is the ZV-E1. It's full frame. Check out this swanky Exmor Bions sensor. Look at that. That is full frame sexiness and not a speck of dirt on there because I baby my sensors. And then I can be like, this is a Sony A7 IV. Boom, again, sexy sensor. Same exact sexy sensor as this sexy sensor with a slight upgrade. This is a Bions X. Anyway, so yeah, like to me, this is better, right? And I could even go as far as to pop in my computer that's in a whole separate other room, right? So ATEM can't do that, because it only sees it as one camera. So yeah, I don't think so. Let me double check. It's normally going to be on a Tuesday, so that's the true story right there. And Matt would have been live as soon as it popped off. Nope, it's not here yet. They must have hit a brick wall because they was ready, but it didn't come yet. Unless it's going to come later today. Mm. No, that's just what Ray called it because Ray is. So when Ray designed it, that's what he named it. That's funny. Yo. Yeah, I'm mostly using it for my overhead. Oh yeah, by the way, James, hello. This is the tail air. This is exactly it. See, good quality. Here is, and it does some pretty close work. Let me get a ruler, see how far that way from each other that is. Turn the ruler this way. And then let's see how close can I get. Okay, so that's 10 centimeters away. Still good. Closer. This is 8 centimeters away. That's pretty good. And then it's about there. So yeah, about 8 centimeters close you can get to something. And then the autofocus is good. Now it should chill out. There it goes. And it has I have the gestures turned off, I believe. As a matter of fact, I know because it's upside down. It doesn't understand my hands upside down. But yeah, and you can completely again control it from here. Osbot start. Wait till them wake up. We use while using the app. Launch the app. There it is. And then, hey, let's take a look at the Mackie. Let's zoom that in. Right? No, I don't want to go there. I want to go there. Okay, I got you. And then you want to get back. Ooh, schwenke, schwenke. So you know what I'm saying? This thing is just gravy. This thing is straight gravy. I'm just saying. Like, I guess if I was gonna do this, like I said, one more again, I probably would go just get three of these and never even bother with anything else. There's that's just me. Oh yeah, one other thing. I don't know if it comes with it or if this is an accessory. They sent it to me, so I don't know. Thank you, Osbot. Must say that this was not a paid product promotion because I'm just explaining it. But yeah, they gave it to me. This is a Ethernet doohickey. And so with the Ethernet doohickey, you plug this in. This will power the camera, and this will connect it to your network, and you can connect it here. So if you're like Bicky and you like NDI, you can use NDI. If you're like me and you like RTSP, you can use RTSP. So it can do either or. And right now, I actually have it connected to I have it connected through UVC. But before, when I was doing all my other videos that you see on the channel where I'm talking about it, I'm doing it all through RTSP. So, you know, there's that part. So, yeah, that is it. That is it. Miss Eileen. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Yeah, I've been multicams to Mac Mini, regular Mac Mini. Like, listen, let's back this all the way. Let's back this bus all the way up. From the day I started on Ecamm on a 17-inch iMac Intel uh, 10 core i9, I had four Thunderbolts on there. Not Thunderbolts. Man, that boy gonna speak English. It's coming. I had four cam links. When I started this mess, I had four cam links on an Intel based iMac because I know how to read instructions. I made a video about it. It's almost like that thing. Was that Living Color? I made a song about it. When here it goes. Hold on. It's on this channel someplace. I made a video about it eons ago. I want to say 3-4 years ago. And yeah, so it's definitely a thing. When the mini came out, it just made it faster. So yeah, you can completely do that. No problems. Here, let me boom. Boom. Hey, be quiet, Doc. Look, you want to see craziness though? Yo, this video is 3 years ago. Look how different the studio was back then. Back when I was not knowing what the hang I was doing. You know? I mean, so much has changed, right? The ugly uh Rode mic arm, pod mic, generic lights in the back, one light at the time, bounce card for a fill. Now look at this. So much better. So much better. I know I kind of like the look on this camera though, but it was very people complained it was too dark. This was the A7 Mark II back then. And the EV, you know what? The full frame looks better. It just does. People say it doesn't really matter. Okay, you keep telling yourself that. The full frame definitely looks better. Come on, look at that. Anyway, so yeah, I've been rocking multicams on this bad boy since long before anybody would tell you that it was possible. Even Elgato would tell you it's not possible, and I would be like, Elgato, hush your face. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Let me post this. Then Tom. Where he at? Oh, do I have a video on your Thunderbolt case with the internal video card setup? No, not yet. And I should, but I didn't do it yet. Here's the funny part, Tom. Here's the hardest part about making that video. I want to tell you, it's going to crack you up. It literally takes open the box, push the card in, close the box, turn it on. That's the whole thing. I swear to you, the setup time is probably like 2 minutes. And that's if you drop the screwdriver 3 times. But yes, I definitely should do that. That's the other thing. It's only 1080 30 frames per second. Let's talk about this for a second, though, Matt. Let me lock this in. I'm going to come back to you. Let me just double check on everybody else. Yo, man, 40 years of DJing. I got so many songs in my head, it's not even funny. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you for confirming that for me, Raf, because I couldn't do the math in my head that quick. The deck link plus the box printing, the deck link plus the box is the same price as an A10 Pro, and this is better and worth it. It doesn't have cute little buttons and stuff, but boom. Could the deck link work with my MacBook Pro to give me 2 monitors? No, the deck link is for capture. But you can get 2 monitors on your MacBook Pro real simple. Like, I got, man, see, Vic, you don't know about my Mary Poppins magic bag of things. Okay, so here it is. This is what you need, Vicky. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. Actually, let me do the overhead because this camera I have it set to manual focus, and so boom, boom. Okay, that glare is cray cray. This is a pluggable DisplayLink 4K plug-in display. I like this version just because it's hard to find this version now. The other version has a Ethernet joint over here. But you take this, doink, plug it into one of your Thunder Biscuit slots. This is so good. It doesn't even have to be in the machine itself. You could actually plug it to a Thunderbolt hub if you have one. If you listen to me and you bought one of these, you could actually go like this, pluggable, bam. And then what you have here is display ports and HDMI ports. Okay. So if your MacBook only can give you 2 monitors, and by that you technically mean 3 because the MacBook is 1. Hello. Actually, you have an M1 MacBook. So the M1 MacBook supports itself plus 1 extra. So 2 monitors. You already have that. What you want to do is 3 because you want to add an extra. Then you plug this into the MacBook, and then you can plug in another one here. Actually, on that machine, I believe you will actually be able to run what now comes out to 4 monitors because of this pluggable guy. So let me link you up and just say, I can't believe I have to help out this Liverpudlian over here, but I'll do it. She's nice. She's cute. We'll be nice to her. This hurts my Manchester United soul. Okay, so let's do this. All right, here's the words we're looking for: PLUGABLE, display link, DISPLAYLINK. And this gets people messed up. And again, the industry likes to name stuff very stupidly, and I wish they wouldn't do that. But display link is not the same thing as display port. This is display port. Ooh, they brought the old one back. Cool. All right, so this is the same one I got. So I know this one works. They do make one that has an Ethernet port if you're so inclined. I believe it's a wee bit more. Actually, same price right now. Shut the front door. I don't know. Maybe maybe get the one that has the Ethernet port just in case you travel and you want to, connect the Ethernet to your computer. Anyway, I know for a fact that it's flawless. So I'll let you make decisions. I'll give you a link to the one that I got because I know that it works. It works like a heavyweight champion. So copy that. And then my link should automatically bless the UK store because I have a UK Amazon affiliate account as well. But that should cover you, Miss Vicky. All right. Get off of what screen? What was I showing you? Oh God. I don't even know what I was showing you. Oh, I got it. I got it. Uh yeah, see, I have 10 camera sources connected. Man, Victor can tell you. The Mac Mini can swing that. Dude, I didn't even have my full coffee yet. I just in a good mood because we had a very nice meeting this morning. Let's see. Man, listen, Ref, I don't know how you could do it without freaking everybody out, but if you did a video on how to get like close to your quality, I think okay, first of all, everybody's going to automatically think it's a camera, but it is partially the camera, but a lot of it has to do with the lighting as well. You just have really, really good lighting in your setup. If you can explain to people how to get to, your level of look in Ecamm, minus the stupid hoodie. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think people would be really, really about that life. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull this up. And then, oh yeah, I started something. I need to go back and hit that. Right, look at this. This this is just the look is so good, bro. I'm just saying the look is so good. Now, question, Raf, are you like me? Are you using the Pro Mist filter? I think that's the most undersold. That's the most undersold thing that anybody can do to make their stream automatically look better is get a 1/8 or a 1/4 Pro Mist filter or a soft white diffuser. Especially the girls who be talking about, I want to use the stupid fake makeup thing built into their Sony, Canon, Nikon, Panasonics. Um, yeah. So if you made a video like how to get this kind of look, like explaining your practicals and things like that, yeah, I think you do really good with that. Anyway, that was just my choice. I mean, my point. Yo, Kisa, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Right? The carpet bag. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Okay. Wait. Let me fix it. The video could explain more why you use your Thunderbolt case and an internal video card. Oh, I explained the why already. I did explain the why. Did we miss that? Okay, I'll come back here. Yo, top of the morning to you. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. Welcome, welcome. Whatever Tom said about me is probably true. Anyway, let's see. Pluggable is one of the brands available on Logi, which means they pay a higher. Oh, got it. Cool. Nice. Yes. Pluggable is out of Seattle. Boom. Yo, Rich. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, with just one flaw. Thanks, Vic. Thanks, Vic. All right, I'm planning a studio tour video and I'll go over the details. Yeah, okay, so Rafi's the same as me. All right, a lot of people ask the question about filters and will Ecamm put in some filters? And I'm like, please don't. Just go get a filter. It's actually better to use a real deal Holyfield glass filter than to use some software thing because software things fail. You know what doesn't fail? Glass. Actual bing glass, unless you break it. So this is a real deal Holyfield. Mine is a 1/8 stop Nissan. I like Nissan brand. I like Japanese filters. I trust Japanese filters, but the Nissan Nisi, dang, I can't. Nissan is a whole different is a whole different thing. It is a Nisi quarter, man, not a quarter. It's a Nisi 1/8 Pro Mist filter, NISI 1/8 Pro Mist as 1/8 Black Pro Mist. Let me show you. Be careful. Tiffin used to be one of the most top rated brands in filters, but there's two levels of Tiffin now. There's the Tiffin generic Amazon piece of crap, and then there's the Tiffin. $149 grown folks. But I just went to Nisi because I like them. I like their build quality. The guys are super nice. Um, I got to hang out with them at NAB, but this is my brand. I have all Nisi filters. But what it does for you, if you can see, man, come here, video. I mean, picture. There we go. See how that highlightation is just based off of the trash in the air? In your office, you're not going to have that. So this gives a highlightation. It gives a nice little so glow, and your studio just it makes your picture just look so much better. So there's that. And of course, everybody's like, "Oh, but I want to download these LUTs. I want to use LUTs because LUTs is going to fix my picture." LUTs will not fix your picture. All right, I explained this about 53,000 times. I'll explain it again. It's not going to fix your picture because all a LUT does, and let me see if I can bring this back. A LUT says where you see this green. Oh, by the way, just so you know, this is perfect. Not well, it's as perfect as it can be based off of Sony's built-in color science, and that's only off by a smidgen. But trust you me, I'll show you. Wait, I'll show you. This is show and tell day. We're gonna show you. Um, that right there. Ooh, that's that ish right there. Let me cheat. And I don't know if a screenshot would be the same thing as the actual video clip, but I'll show you because I have the video clip somewhere. Alert says where you see this color green, can you make it blue? And I could take this color blue and make it that green show up as this color blue, which means this color blue is going to show up darker because it'll be adding more blue. Actually, we'll take out the yellow. So it would change, and then we'll take out the yellow, take out the yellow, take out the yellow. This will almost be gray, but if you did it correctly. So all a LUT is doing is say, when you see this, look for this. When you see red, look for purple instead, right? So everything in here would get that magenta twist to it. So imagine doing something a bit like this. That's a LUT can do that, right? But if you don't start out properly white balance, it can't work because your white is not white, and when the colors go to mix, they can't mix. So everybody thinks a LUT is going to solve the problem, but if you got a problem LUT won't solve them, check out the hook and let my DJ revolve it. Sorry. It's not going to work. It's not going to. It drives me batty that everybody thinks that they can just like throw in some magic LUT and some magic LUT's going to cutify them. And I'm like, nah, man, that's not how the joint works, fam. When you go to Instagram and you pick one of them filters and your colors start changing, that is basically a LUT. But if the picture was bad in the first place, the LUT cannot work. It's not how it works. All right, he's done. He's done. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy because everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this and it's gonna solve my problem." I'm like, "No, it's not. Not even gonna begin. It's gonna actually muck it up worse. You don't know what you're doing. Stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style what you're used to." All right. Anyway, let's see. Yes, optical filters are far better than digital filters. Ooh, Larry, I'm gonna star you. Now I want some rice. Yo. Yo, what is up, MD? What's up, mommy? Good to see you here. Yes, these are, I put them in the chat earlier, but these are the Govee uh, curtain lights, and they can do all kind of myriad of cool things. Like, these things are amazing. I really do love them. Okay, so. Oh, that one's also hilarious. I've been getting smacked by the universe. I love it, Paul. I love it. I love it. So let me go back and see. Um, I wanted to talk to Matt about this real quick. This is a common misconception in the Ecamm fam community, And I've said it 50,000 times. They don't listen to me. So maybe I'm going to have to get Raf or one of the other like professional video people to explain it because people just think I'm making this up. I do want to let people understand this real quick. How can I do this? I'm going to pull something just off the sky. Let me do something real quick. This will make the most sense when I get it to what I want to get it. Okay, so I'm going to pull something from NASA. And I'm going to pull a NASA photo download. This is from Hubbard. And it'll make sense in a second. I know it sounds crazy. Like, why is he pulling a NASA picture? But just trust me. You just don't want to do right, do you? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to drop this picture right here. Okay. If we had to talk about image quality of this picture, 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 10. Guess how many frames per second it is? 1. Okay. For some reason, people in the live streaming, gaming, YouTube, whatever freaking community, they think that frames per second has something to do with image quality. And it doesn't. The Mona Lisa is 1 frame per mother second. And I don't know why everyone's like, oh, your stream looks good. I want to stream at 1080 60 because it's going to make my stream look better. No, it won't. I can send you 60 frames per second of hot trash, or I can send you 1 frame per second of quality goodness. It's the same. You have the frame per second is not going to do anything for your image quality. Which if I'm moving my hands like this really, really quickly, that lack of motion blur or whatever, like that's going to be 60 frames per second. But I'm sitting here talking to you about being a content creator. My frames, I could go down to 15 and it would still work because primarily I sit like this. Like if I start, Puerto Rican and out and swinging my hands all over the place, 15 will look bad. But someone who sits still primarily and talks like Alec could literally stream at 15 frames per second and y'all probably wouldn't even notice because Alec doesn't move around that much. He doesn't have, as much blinky dinky things moving around in the background, whatever. A lot of people misconstrue like having 60 frames per second or whatever is somehow going to make your image better. And that's not the case. And as a matter of fact, if your bandwidth can't swing it, it's going to make it worse. If your bandwidth cannot handle 60 frames per second, it's going to make it worse. For the longest time, I left everything at 24p because it makes your bandwidth in statistics smaller. So right now, if you look here, Command Shift Dizzle, if you look here at my bandwidth statistics, even for this single frame, I am now sitting 13. All right. In the past, I used to have that sucker down under 10, but I switched it to, so I'm at 4K 30. I used to rock it in 4K 24, and you can't tell, but if I change this to 24, this goes down to like 9 or 10. And the reason why I switched it to do the full 30 frames per second is because Ken and Glenn told me that in Ecamm, it calculates to 24. Ecamm's native is 30. So I set the camera at 30 and I set the stream at 30 and now I got the dang hiccups. This is not going to work out for anybody. And then so just changing that, I have to send more data. Just to get those extra 6 frames per second brings my bandwidth requirement up, So like a lot of people just got it twisted, man. You do not, and my files on my computer got bigger. Like I might just go back to 24 because I just liked how much file savings I was getting. And you'll notice here in the camera, you see I'm at 2160 at 2997. We're not gonna get into drop frame and non-drop frame, but yeah, just call it 30. You know what I mean? So to Matt's point though, back over here about the ATEM, the 30 frames per second Like it really doesn't have anything to do with your video quality. A lot of people get that twisted. But what does make me angry is how the hell in 2024 is the ATEM still only 1080? And I know a lot of people's like, well, your stream only need to be and blah, blah, blah. I repurpose, fam. Like I want to repurpose. I like my stuff. I will take the highest quality recording possible, even if I'm going to turn around and give you an MP3 at 64 kilobits per second. I want to start with 48 kilohertz, you know, 32-bit float. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of really, really messes people up. And you're doing nothing but wasting your computer resources and the whole 9 yards. And exactly, it's all about the bit rate. What I like to try to explain to Ken folks, even some people think, well, I need the 4K to look good. No, you can look good at 720 in your closet right now. If you haven't thrown them out, you have a whole bunch of Blu-ray DVDs that started out at 720. 1080 DVDs cost more. In the beginning, Blu-ray was 720. But what made Blu-ray is it was coming in at like 50,000. My brain just went dumb. The bit rate was 50,000 megabits per second. So it made the quality better. And whereas like real networks, real player, the OG videos, they were coming in like mad low, like under 2,000. So that's why when you go to Shutter Encoder or Final Cut Pro, sometimes or sorry, not Final Cut Pro compressor, you'll see where it's asking you about the bit rate, because the higher the bit rate, the better quality the outcome will be. But anyway, I just wanted to, like, I wish people in YouTube would stop lying to each other. The only reason why, everybody wants a camera that shoots 120 frames per second is because when I go to do the slow motion, it looks good. But if you're just sitting here in the studio talking to folks, it don't need to be higher than 30. Anything over 30 is kind of wasting your energy. And if you're in the UK, that's 25. But yeah, like Victor, if you like me and Victor, you look better at 280p. So I did want to cover that because people get that so wrong. Right? Thank you. Can you say that again, Raph, for the people in the back? Like, I've been trying to explain this to people in the Ecamm community for years, and they just won't listen because they just be listening to these other idiots on the stream talking about, I need to do 10K 60. For what? We are looking at you sitting still in your mom's basement. What the heck does 60 frames per second finna do with you? If you're gaming, I fully get that. But half the people in our community not gaming. They're just over here, let's talk story. All right. Now, Larry. Larry says, I'm researching remote live production as my next career. Get me to a full-time content, of course. Any courses you could recommend. Nobody really has a course on remote live production other than the one that we made with Stephanie. I think Paul has that link available. I will take me longer to find it. But yes, you don't. It's not really about a course, man. It's literally about doing it. Stephanie has some good information on getting your forms right, setting up your workflow, like being ready to get down with the get down. But yeah, for the most part, it's about doing a couple practice shots, holler at some people in the community, be like, yo, I'm getting into remote live production. Anybody want to do a test record with me? And, two people jump on and you hide your face and you just, go from there. Once you get that settled up, you start to, build your sales information, which again, you like Raph talked about in the very beginning of this joint. You come over here to Chat GPT and you be like, listen, homeboy, yo, why are you like that? Oh, I moved it. That's why. You want to go and just say, Chad, I need you to help me write, some sales copy. And you can actually, I don't have the copywriter one. I made a copywriter bot, but I think I deleted it because I needed to fix something. But yeah, I'm building a copywriter bot just for myself, using the GPTs. So, go and pick a PAS framework, right? And boom, like move these out the way. Boom. See if it does. See. Oh, I meant PAS, not OAS. Oh, that is the actual framework. Offer, appeal, and scarcity. That was an accident. Let me edit this. Uh, this is who knew. I didn't even think about the offer, appeal, and scarcity one, but it works. Okay. Uh oh. Redo that. Regenerate memory. Problem, agitate, solution. That's what we're looking for. So, boom. Do you feel like video editing is complex and time consuming? Are you struggling to bring your creative ideas to life because of the technical hurdles of advanced editing software like Final Cut Pro? You're not alone. Many aspiring editors feel overwhelmed by the intricacies of the interface and the multitude of features in professional software. This frustration can lead to hours of wasted time, subpar videos, and stifled creative process. The gap between your vision and your ability to execute it professionally can be discouraging, making your goal of becoming a skilled video editor seem out of reach. Here's the solution: the Raphael Ludwig Final Cut Pro Mastery course, I'm just guessing, is the ultimate solution to your editing challenges. Our course is meticulously designed to simplify complex concepts, break down Final Cut Pro and advanced features into easy to understand lessons, accelerate your learning with step by step guidings, move from basic techniques to mastering professional editing skills swiftly, boost your creativity, learn not just the how, but also the why behind impactful editing choices. Special bonuses: enroll now to get access to our exclusive library of resources and community forums for ongoing support from fellow editing professionals. Boom. Transform your video editing skills today. Embrace the journey from novice to pro. Click here to enroll and start creating videos that truly reflect your creative vision with Final Cut Pro. See, that's a PAS framework. So I mean, like, boom. You like, you know, one thing chat can do really well: copyright. Chat can do copyright like a boss. I'm just saying. You get in there. Thank you, Paul. Oh my God. Listen. Gretchen, where's Raph? And Raph is on your side. One other thing that this has people hyper twisted too, and then I'll leave y'all alone. This one gets people messed up. Everybody is in their studio, sitting in your studio, struggling because you're trying to force your camera to do in the studio ISO 100, ISO 200. No. um, Modern sensors are so freaking good that you're not going to see any noticeable grain at 800. I'm at 400 right now. I probably should go to 640 to expand my reach a little bit, but just where it's set at because I don't feel like reaching back there. um, it actually probably came from the last job I did, and I never changed it, but it works. In your studio, you can, on average, be somewhere between, say, 640, 800, even 1200, and look better. Because trying to get yourself down to 100 means flooding your space with so much light that it's hard for you to hella try to function. And actually, now that I know, the reason why I'm at 400 is because my eyes do really good in now with reading stuff when it's better lit. Like when it's dimly lit, I have a harder time reading stuff. So I crank the light up, and that caused me to have to move my ISO back down to remain this level of dark. Because I'll make this picture any brighter, y'all would be like, "Damn, that kid is fugly." So I'm trying to protect you. So anyway, most of you probably need to get your cameras up 4, 640, 800, 540 on some cameras, and stop trying to force your camera down to 100 while you sitting up in here with a ring light or your Elgato key lights or so. That's why your picture be looking funny. You know, is what it is. Thank you, Ref. I don't know how to translate Canadian money, but it's all good. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you. Oh, so yeah, like let's get back to a better understanding of exposure triangle and realize that for sitting in your studio, if you want your picture to clear up, you're going to have to take that ISO off the ground and pick it up a little bit. No, if you have a Sony, you're good for 1,280 on this joint up to 256,000. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to learn to pick them joints up, right? And then, yeah, but you're on the C 300, right? Ref, aren't you on the C 300? Yeah, and so 400 is wouldn't be that bad, but more than likely, um, yeah, 400 will be good depending on where you are. And Gretchen is dropping some facts right here. I'm at 402 when I shoot in the Great Pacific Northwest, a minimum of 400 even in daylight. Yeah, a lot of people need to pick them Jones up, right? Um, because especially on your what these little joints is called APS-C cameras, right? A lot of times in video, now this is getting mad technical, and I'm not going to get that technical. In video on an APS-C camera, your camera might have a native ISO of 640 or 800. Johnny, you're fired. Your ZV-1 also has the ability to go into manual and set the ISO on that particular camera. It would be like 640. I almost know so. And then light accordingly. You'll get a better image overall because you're not making your camera have to do too much calculations. The native ISO means how it is. Here's a prime example of native ISO. This is not exactly bread for biscuits, but close enough. Your monitor, whatever monitor you have a native resolution. Your projector at church looks funny because it has a native resolution of 1920 by 1080, and because Sister Clarice in the back ass can't see, they be trying to set it to 720. And when they do that, it causes the projector to have to do a calculation in order for that picture to look right. And then when you do that, it oh, C300. I was right then. Oh no, you got it. Your main camera's the FX3, but I switch out to the C300. Okay, there you go. And nobody really noticed 100% because lighting and color grade. There we go. So, anyway, the point being, when you use a monitor that's not at its native resolution, the words can be blurry and look kind of funny, and it's just because being these LCD monitors, they like to be a certain type of way, and they don't like to be effed with. So, it is better for you if you set it at the place where it wants to be, and then it won't fight you, and it will just work. Okay, and then I promise I'm going to show for the last thing. I just want to show you this. So a little bit ago, where you going? We go do this here. A little bit ago, I was trying to. Somebody was saying that like Ecamm is messing with their video quality or whatever, and I'm trying to explain to them that the program doesn't touch your video. It doesn't know how. It's just not what it does. So I was trying to show Ken folks this. Okay, so this, I don't need the bottom down here. Let's make this bigger. All right, this is that A7 I got in the over here, right? And you can see that these joints, these joints is lined up. These joints is lined up. So this dot here in the top represents R, and R represents red. Okay. And hold on, let me get this box out of my way so I can see what I'm doing. This box represents magenta. And if you look at the circle around the outside, you can see which box I'm talking about. The one that's at 2 o'clock is magenta. The one that's at 3:30 is blue. The one that's at 5:30 is cyan, not to be confused with Cheyenne. And the cyan has two lines because of the color of the mat, so we're going to ignore that. The G is for green, the YL is for yellow. And if you take the line and you extend it to the little box, mine are relatively on point, native out of camera, right? So people love to be like, oh, well, the Sony Solar Science. Actually, it's not native out of camera. I did adjust this. Let me turn these off so you can see what it is. Okay, so that's what's native out of camera. So the only thing that's a little bit off is my cyan, and I'm willing to bet part of that is color cast because of the matte, number one, and because of all of my purple lights in the background helping to throw this off just a wee bit. Okay, so to correct for that, if I put on this mask right here, I am showing you just the color blocks plus the skin tone line, and then I could edit this to just cover the color blocks in 86, the skin tone line. And if you look at that, this is relatively straight. So if I were to go and apply a LUT to my video from here, it will look decent unless the LUT was doing some heavy work in the cyan area. Then it's going to get thrown off because my cyan wasn't absolutely gangster, right? So which correction did I do? Now, if I open this, you'll see what I did was I corrected for these colors. Okay, so if I reset this, this is crooked. I pick this little eyedropper up. Come here, eyedropper, and I eyedrop on the green. And then now I'm going to take the green and move it until it's lined up, right? Then I'm going to take the little dropper and I'm going to select on the cyan. And then I'm going to move my cyan until it's lined up. And then I'm going to click the dropper. And I bet you Raf's course goes into this into much more detail than what I'm doing. I'm going to take the blue here. And I'm going to blue it up. I'm actually going to go, man, come here, mouse. Stop being goofy. All right. My magenta is pretty tight, but let's just for S and G's put a swing in the magenta curve. So I hit magenta. I think it's square. It's kind of like Malanta. And then I'll click on the little red here. And my red needs a little bit of love. Come here, red. Do what you're doing. Starting to get goofy here. There we go. And then last but not least, I click on they call it mellow yellow. I click on the mellow yells and boom. Now we're colored. That didn't come out right. Now we're colored properly. Okay. And then I did a little bit of add to just tighten my lines up. But those were because I was fixing it for the skin line because my skin line was off a wee bit. So if I go back to my mask and pull my skin line out, Sony is really good, but Japanese people, they don't have enough black people in that country. The dark skin colors tend to get twisted on Sony's. So I just tweaked it for that. And that's what this line was doing, was helping to adjust my skin line. But now everything is everything. And so when people say, like, oh, I don't know, Ecamm doing something funny to my color, I'm like, no, it ain't. That's your camera, pimp. Cause I barely touch this. I mean, Raph can tell you, he's in here. He does this for a living. For the amount of small tweaks I had to make this good, it's actually really, really tiny, right? But then you can get in here and get crazy and see If yours look like this, then that means you out here doing some things. You know what I'm saying? Please don't do that before I mess it up. Right? If you're out here moving these around, look at the colors. Right? This is when your camera is doing some things. So if you start out with some BS LUT, then yeah, your stuff is going to look faulty, son. Like it is what it is. But if you start out and your camera's properly white balanced, then you're good to go. So like even if I didn't touch anything, right? If I turn this off and just left it be, this camera is pretty solid out the gate because it's white balanced. This is just making it perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then so let me do one last thing. I'm gonna take off the mask and then I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna embiggen this to as big as it and embiggen. Please stop with the eyedropper. Go away. I just want to do this view. Come here. Man, why can't I grab this? There it is. I just grabbed it and I missed it. All right. So just to show you what it properly white balance and what it not, you probably can't tell the difference in. Just to show you how subtle that is, on YouTube, you probably can't even tell that I'm switching them. So when people be like, "Oh, I don't like this camera because it doesn't have the right color science," I'm like, "You lie! You don't even know how to fucking spell color science. You listening to Peter McKinnon or Matt Hopoya or some other camera dick on YouTube just telling you stuff. And you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. If you can't read one of these round things, you don't get to use the word color science in a sentence." Wait, where'd it go? If you can't read this, right? If you can't read that without the lesson I just gave you, you don't get to use the word color science in a sentence. If you can't read a parade, you don't get to talk about this, right? If you know how to do this, then okay, I might listen to you. But most of the people just be repeating some mess they heard on the interweb. They have no clue what they're talking about. They're getting sold LUTs by some other dude on the interweb because they think the LUT's going to magically save their picture. And none of the above is true. So I'm going to save you money. Don't buy no damn LUTs unless your camera is properly white balanced. If you do not own one of these color cards, sorry, you don't get to talk about it, right? If you don't own one of these, I don't care what brand it is. You don't have to get this sexy. Uh, Sorry, you don't get to talk about it. You don't get to buy any LUTs if you don't have a gray card, at least an 18% gray, right? Do I got one of them? Going to my private stash real quick. If you don't have one of these, you do not get to speak on white balancing. Correct. That's technically correct. Foxy hole, but people do it wrong. So what you're saying is correct. The LUT is designed for artistic, but you have to start with the correct picture. And most people don't do that. People believe that somehow they're going to put this LUT on and it's going to magically fix their picture, right? But Raph is also making it deeper, which is why you got to buy his course. Raph, text me the link so I can send people. Um, is that there's a technical LUT and a creative LUT, and if I can show you a technical LUT, but then I got to get in and start tweaking my camera. So if I'm shooting, oh, here's a prime example. This guy can shoot log, right? Let's do that. Whoa, good lord, that dude's funny looking. So if I go in to set it up to shoot log, what you're going to get is a kind of a flat looking picture. If you open up your computer and you set it for, I'm not opening, if you open up your phone Do not format the SD card. What are you doing? If you open up your phone and you bust out your app, what app are we looking for? What the app is called? Black Magic app, or even your iPhone, and you go into the raw filter. Here's D-Log. Okay, see in D-Log mode. Actually, let's use this camera. Sorry, people. In D-Log mode, this is pretty gray, right? If I bring this back out and take it off of D-Log mode and put it back to normal, see how nice and purpley the what do you call this thing? The keyboard. Let's do this. All right, this will make it make more sense. So if I go over here, and switch this to D-Log. Actually, HLG is the best on here. See how gray that is? So when I bring this footage in, I'm going to use a technical LUT to make it go back to standard dynamic range. A creative LUT would be to make it look different. Okay? So, for instance, you got an affiliate link already? What the man, me and Raph is about to fight. He probably texted me in Discord yesterday, though. I was busy. I thought this guy was my friend. I ain't getting no affiliate link yet. Mr. Camera Junkie did. This is some bullshit, Raph. Anyway, the main thing is creative LUT is designed to make you do some weird stuff, look a type of way or whatever, but a technical LUT is to bring your camera back into the proper color space, rec 709 or whatever. So yeah, those are the different ones. I'm sorry, I'm making myself laugh for no reason. Oh God. Yes. See, now Luis is getting brownie points with Raph over here. But yeah, so that's the basics. That is the basics. See, I knew it. Raph said he was trying to talk to me on Discord. My bad. I've been busy. I've been busy. Oh my God. So crazy. So yeah. Drugs, what is up, my man? How are you doing? I'm still waiting to come and visit you so we can go to Fika. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I thought I had the one from Editor Keys on this computer, but I don't. Oh, there it is. I do. Here it is. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to grab, and these are beauty LUTs. So I'm going to grab my Editor Keys, and I'm going to try this Forest LUT. Okay. So that's a Forest LUT. This is not a technical LUT, right? Then I'll do something like the vintage camera look. You see what I mean? So it's taking what is my standard picture and adjusting it, and never use a LUT at 100%. You want to take it down to 0 and just add a teeny tiny bit. So there it is. And, I just thought of something. Man, family, this is why I love you guys. Watch this trick right here. I'm going to go and make a new one of these. And then drop this on hither. And then go like this here. This is why I love Ecamm. Look, I'm going to show you in the splits. Your man's is going to big up this one. Actually, no, I'm going to do it even better than this. I'm going to go to just full screen camera. And then I'm going to take this one, set it there. And then I'm going to add it. Right now you can't see there we go. All right, so on camera A, camera E, I'm going to 86 the LUT. Then camera A, boy. There we go. Dare him dare. Okay, so the controls on camera A will have a LUT applied, and then on camera E will not. Okay, there we go. So I could take camera A and then select the LUT and do like this and see if it works. Oh, you're doing both cameras. I don't want you to do that. Oh, it's not working. Normally it does because I can do this, but I guess this is one of those ones that isn't split. I have to talk to Ken and Glenn about that. If there's a way to split it. So I can't show you what I was going to show you. What I wanted to do is give you a before and after, a split screen so that you can kind of see it and it don't really work. However, there is one way to cheat. Let me give you one way to cheat. Okay, so I'm going to um, record a photo. Command Shift G. That makes a photo. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is come over to the download section. I'm sorry, the movie section of my computer, and I'm going to get the photo. I'm going to put it up there, and that way I want to just be static, and you'll have to use your imagine damnation. But that's okay. We got it. So here's the photo. Drop it in. Boom. And then I'm going to hold the option key. Ooh, didn't want to do that. I just made my box smaller. There it is. There him there. You get him, bully. You get him. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. And now you'll be able to see. So now I'm gonna go tweak the LUT and then you can see what it is that I'm talking about. Oh, you dumb dumb. Can I put that back? Ah, you can't do that. There you go. Stay there. Don't move. You not hear me? Stay there now. All right. So if I were to put the LUT, there it is. So what I like about editor keys, you can go in, you can sign for their email list. You'll get this free. There's a nice little thing they have called the Warm Studio Glow. So these are exactly the same. I can't even remember which direction to tilt my head, but I like to just give it just a little kiss, and there it is, slightly better. You know what I mean? You can get obnoxious with it, and then you can go ahead and pick your gamma up just a smidge, right? Gamma is like contrast, but then you use the LUT to balance it out, and then there's just a nice little kiss cut on the LUT. You know what I mean? Don't get too crazy. I also like to desatch a little bit. I like to desatch about -2, and then boom, there you go. See? Yeah, Fuya is actually pretty good. Um, that's Yeah, they're pretty good. When gimbals first came out, they were one of the first to drop in, but they just didn't have the money and the resources to big up as fast as DJI did. But back in the day in the Apple Store, Fouye actually had Faya actually had some of the first Canon Mark D, 5D Mark II gimbals available in the App Store. Anyway, so that's it. That's your LUT action for today. So anyway, get rid of this big head dude, and then go to one of these. There you go. Now you know. Now you know. Boom, we in the building. Like making your own presets. What are you talking about? What Raf said. Yes. The best practice is to make your own creative LUTs for your own. Holla back, holla back, holla back. Yes. So good. So good to hear. Wait, you got to hold on, man. I'm checking Discord. I think Raf set me up. I think I got set up. What the hell is this? Let me see. Oh, there it is. There's Raf. uh, Enhanced Edit Masterclass. My email address is. Yeah, I'm responding to my Discord messages. Anyway, so I'm gonna go make the rebranding link, and so all you can do is Yeah, either use Luis's link or use mine. I don't care. Whatever makes your socks pop. I'm super happy that Raf is doing this. I've been telling the boys in my group for like 2 years everybody should make a course. And everybody was dragging ass on it. And now all of a sudden they're all about to do it. So I guess they finally listen to me. I don't know. I don't know what the dealio is, but I'm super happy. I'm happy that everybody's finally listening. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good. Anyway, guys, this has been dope. I appreciate everything you guys came through. Um, you guys, yeah. I hope you learned something, and then go check out Raf's class, and then I will see y'all on Saturday. I cannot hang the Discord right now. Unfortunately, I have things I need to do before Katie chokes my neck. My Slack is blowing up over here. So I will see you guys later. And yeah, check your box today. If you get any weird emails, it's because I'm testing some stuff in ConvertKit. Please ignore them. And if you don't, that means I did it correctly. I'm still trying to get this stupid API to work right. I'm close. I'm super close. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you get any weird emails. All right, guys. You guys rock. Mahalo.
You're mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.